reality sets in, and we're here.
Respect isn't given, it's earned in blood.
Boxing King Media. We've managed to sneak into the EIS Academy in Sheffield. I feel like this is a scene from Four Lions, mate. The way we've kind of snuck in here. There's no one here. We're in the cafeteria doing this interview. How's it going, Liam Cameron?
Good, we could have been carrying out in that suitcase, couldn't we? Not that I'm saying anything, but yeah, we're here, we sneaked in, empty. Got my eyes on sugar and coffee out here.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Don't take anything, mate, because they have got cameras here. Actually, I can see a camera there. See how long it is before somebody turns up and tries to boot us out. But yeah, I see you kitted out in box row, mate. Customised Team Cameron outfit. It's a snazzy little outfit, that.
Yeah, I put it on yesterday. They give me quite a bit, so I opened one out at Pike Fresh yesterday.
Yeah. We're literally days away from your fight, Liam. But I think before we talk about that, let's have a bit of a catch up. I spoke to you earlier today, and I was disappointed to hear that you had an issue with your car tyres. And if people want to know about these car tyres, if you watch the documentary we did on Liam Cameron called Ring Kings on our channel, you'll see there's a bit where Liam goes to change his car tyres, and we find out 6 months down the line that they've done you over. But somebody did tell you if you buy cheap, you end up buying twice. So do you want to tell us what's happened with them tyres?
So rewind 6 months ago, I went to this Polish guy, 35 quid per tyre for, that's all me that. So what he's done when he's doing tyres, broke the locking wheel nut inside the nut. So I've got to specially get these wheel nuts off. So I've took it to man what's a bit expensive, like 40 quid. And he's got them took off and put new tyres on.
So them tyres that you put on part ones 6 months ago, they've not lasted long at all, have they? Before we even talk about the nuts.
No, they said bold as a badger. Honestly, proper like.
I did warn you, mate, but you was like in a rush to get the cheapest deal you could find. But did they pick up on the fact that one of the tyres was like the wrong size as well?
Yeah, one of the car's tyres were wrong. Listen, they were that much off ground tyre now, with that much off. I'm no word of a lie. The car's like that now when you're driving. It's not that I don't look after it, it's just like having donuts, changing my tyres and breaking locking wheel nuts.
You know, when you say you're looking after it, and I'm going to have to challenge that, mate, because I think you're telling some fibs there. Because if you watch, I think you might have forgotten what I recorded in that video. Clearly shows the car's not in the greatest state physically, and the state of the inside. Have you cleaned it recently at all? Have you cleaned it since that?
No, not cleaned it. But in my defence, it's serviced every year. Tyres every 6 months.
Have you removed that mug of tea that was in the centre console?
No, it'd be banged here, bang same. But like, the art of it is nice. It's got fresh oil, fresh sponges, and new tyres.
As a man who's still learning about life, and I think you've told me before, you're always kind of learning, because obviously your life's changing every year. For the last couple of years, your life's changed, something new's happened. So what's the biggest lesson you take away from that little experience with the Polish car tyres?
Don't know. If I could do it all over again, I'd do it again, just to save a tenner.
Save a tenner and spend £100 a few months down the line. How's the hairline, mate? Looking at the hairline, bloody hell, mate, that is probably one of the best hair jobs I've seen.
I've had my hat on, but I thought, should I have the hat on, or should I show 'em my hairline? And I thought, I'm going to show 'em hairline.
That's decent. So that your fringe, is it grown back as well?
Yeah, fringe is alright. Bang on, I watched there be a big party somewhere, weren't there?
It's impressive, because in the last few days I spoke to Paulie Malignaggi, who's had a hair transplant, spoke to Josh Warrington, Everyone's flying, and all three of you, to be fair. Like Josh is probably looks the best. He's kind of, if you didn't meet Josh before, you probably can't even tell. Have you seen his?
See, I got it from the same person.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, bang same guy.
I think. What do you think of Paulie Malignaggi's?
Never seen Paulie Malignaggi for about 16 years.
No way. You're telling me you didn't come across his bare knuckle fight the other week?
I heard about it, but it don't bother me, stuff like that. It's one of them. I feel sorry for him to be doing that. He should have, like, who can I judge? But like, he's been at the best in his career, and at 40-something-year-old, you're boxing bare knuckle. Don't agree with it.
Well, I did speak to him, and I spoke to the organisers 'cause I've been doing some research on it. So apparently in bare knuckle, when it comes to figures regarding cuts, they're about 35% more than what you get in boxing. However, when it comes to concussions and fractures, apparently they're way less than MMA and boxing. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, but the cuts make up for it. The cuts make up for it. That it's brutal, isn't it? There's not. Well, there is a certain amount of money I could do a bare knuckle fight, but like, it's not good, is it?
Well, his reasoning was is 5 rounds, 5 3-minute rounds, so you don't need a massive tank, or you don't need to like be training for 4 or 5 months to get yourself in physical condition. And if you're getting paid the same kind of money you was getting paid to do 12-round fights, against opposition that boxing, obviously if you're looking at it just on the boxing skill wise, you may be superior, then he felt that the numbers added up.
Still not buying it. Broken hands cause arthritis, broken noses, his face disfigured. I just think he's done too much in boxing to be risking it in a bare knuckle fight. Plus all that beating as a boxer, then added on as bare knuckle.
So you said you'd be interested. What's, obviously you're not going to tell me the figure, but would it have to be like your match to your career highest payday, or would you want more than what you got for your career highest payday?
I'd want more, but like if anyone like disrespected me or my kids and that, I'd have a bare knuckle for free.
Well, that's an interesting one actually. What's do you mean, when was the last time you had a bare knuckle fight, or even a fight on the streets? I can't remember. I can't imagine you having one. I think you'd be the kind of person that'll just kind of just talk your way out of it, or talk someone down and say, "Nah, like let's leave it."
Depends. If I were drunk, I'd be swiping you. But as I've got older, I'm a bit better now. I take myself out of situations. I ain't been out for 15 years. I don't go out. I don't socialise anymore with knobheads. My phone book's very ordinary. If anyone's got my number, I'll be pissed off, and I don't want them to have it. I'll change my number. Do you know what I mean? I'm a very low-key person, and that's what I don't like people messing about. In my house now, I'm building a big wall around it with gates.
Talking of your ass, I've been following the progress on your YouTube channel. Shout out Liam Cameron. Is it called Liam Cameron or just Liam Cameron Boxing?
It's Liam Cameron Boxing YouTube channel. Got a good community. It's a right community, you know. It's like Mincers, I'm called.
Is it like a cult?
It's like a little cult, innit? They call me Mince Man. Because, like, I show this dog shit recipe where I cook this minced dinner. It's vile, but it works. All YouTube's on this minced diet now. Like, fit as a butcher's dog. Thanks to me and YouTube channel.
Well, if you're watching this YouTube video on the Boxing King Media channel, you'll see that Liam's YouTube channel is collabed in. So if you click on it, give him a subscribe and a follow. Let's get his numbers up, help him out with that. But I find it interesting because that channel gives a bit of an insight into your life, and obviously you've been doing your house up. So like, how much of a how much is it meant to you, like having to be in a position where you can do your house up? Because if you look back 2-3 years ago, you had nothing. I think you told me you had £20 in your account a couple of years ago, and now you're spending thousands. I'm hoping it's thousands, unless you're getting it done for free from a sponsor, getting your house done.
I am. Some mornings, honestly, and this is a nice feeling I'd want anyone to have. I wake up in the morning laughing my bollocks off, thinking, how have I done this? When I first come back to boxing, I was still a bit mental, like a bit daft, but I'm like growing out of it and like changing into this different person what wants a better life and not messing about with idiots. And so it's amazing. I took my missus out. One moment I've watched Pretty Woman when Richard Gere takes that woman out, he spends all day on her. I've always wanted to do that in my life, and I thought I'm gonna do it. Just pick these Burberry trainers up at like 600 quid. I'm thinking, without hesitation, I thought, get them, get that, get what you want. Then she's online ordering on this Pretty Little Things website. I thought, wow, it's amazing. My kids are smiling in the house, walking on tiled flooring, immaculate tiles. And I can see delight in the face. And that's better than anything. I don't know how I've done it. That's me ring the doorbell going off. I've got security all over and ring the doorbell. Even that's a buzz to have.
If that was just perfect timing, wasn't it? But it just kind of shows that journey. And how much of that, obviously, you've spent on your kids and your missus. How much have you spent on yourself?
I'll be honest. I'm going to go to Dalton's fight when he boxes for the world title. That's my treat. To go to New York, 10th of January. That's the treat for myself.
Amazing. That's the first bit of money you're going to spend on yourself. Have you ever been outside like that part of the world?
No, I've been to Miami once, but been to Australia, boxed there. We haven't been away for 6 years. First bit was because of financial reasons, and rest is because of personal issues. But and just like I've not got long left in boxing. I want to make as much money. I shouldn't have said that. I'd backtrack that. I want to make to be as best as I can and be the best version I can and be in the best fights possible. And like I've got the money now with house and stuff. Like I can get that little bit of pushback now and think, right, I want to box for that belt and this belt. I've done that side of securing myself for a bit. Let's go and get a belt now for kids to show off with.
That's a beautiful mindset. Your journey is very similar to Dave Allen. I was speaking to Dave yesterday, and he's like, bought himself a mansion. He's looking to build a wall around his house, and he was telling me, I watched the other day. He said he has the heating on 24 hours a day because he grew up in a house with no heating. So now, because he can afford to have it, he's just got heating on all the time. He don't give a shit.
I used to play on my Xbox as a kid with a sleeping bag on and a hot water bottle. My mum and dad, no disrespect to them, never got central heating. We didn't even have it in house. It were like icicles. But it's funny you say that about Dave Allen. I don't really speak to him. Can't remember the last time I saw Dave Allen. A lot of people say similarities. But I'm 10 times better looking than Dave Allen. Do you know what I mean?
I will let the people in the comments decide that. Maybe it's your beard.
You think?
Yeah. Well, what is the story with the beard? Are you going to keep it longer, or are you going to keep it that sort of level?
Well, to be fair, I had an haircut a week ago, so I had about that much off it. Then it grows back to that much, then I have another bit off it.
Here's a question for you. How many people mistakenly ask you if you're Muslim because they see your beard like that?
All time.
Yeah. You don't need to tell us whether you are or not, but just curious to know about the people asking you.
I'm a Muslim. Oh, I can't say stuff I get told. Main one, I'm a Muslim. And you know what I do? I never tell anyone. I make them guess.
Yeah, that's the best way, mate. Keep them guessing. So yeah, yours and Dave's journey is quite similar. I'm amazed you never bumped into each other because, like I said,
I know Dave Allen. I'll tell you a funny story about Dave Allen. We all went out for a curry. Like,
who's that? Who went?
I don't want to mention names, but like, me and Dave Allen ended up at this curry house, So I'm thinking, wait, it's for fucking free here. I'll order a lot. Chips, chicken tikka, chicken karahi at my style, with rice, garlic naan. And Dave just says, can I have 2 portions of chips? And I asked him, I went, I can't eat all what I'm just happy with chips. And he's just sat there, everyone's ordering lot, and he's just sat there with 2 portions of chips.
That's believable, because he told me yesterday his order is bun, chicken and bun. That's it, nothing else. That's what he has in his burger, a bun with a piece of chicken in it. Just like a bap.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else.
Bread cake, we call them.
Yeah. Bread cake, no flavour, no nothing. That's pretty mad. So I think the other thing I want to speak to you about, I think before we lose track of it, you're back in action next week. Troy Jones, his only loss on paper is Ezra Taylor, but he gave Ezra some solid 10 rounds. You know, on the scorecards probably don't reflect the kind of fight it was, so it's not a gimme fight. I understand there might be a belt on the line as well, so an opportunity for you to kind of get your name back up there and not. Because obviously there was like an assumption about you that he's just going to go fight on the road type of thing, but you're being given the push in the home corner now.
Yeah, pushing home corner. I don't know much about Troy. No disrespect to him. I know be a good fighter. I could have had an easier opponent. I was fighting on shore and his opponent pulled out. So I thought, you know what, put me in with him. We took that, and there's no bad feelings towards him. I've just got to do a big job, and I should be doing it. Look at my pedigree, who I fought. So I believe I will do a number.
What do you make of, because Ben Whittaker, I spoke to him recently, he's like a big part of your story, isn't he? And I spoke to him last week at the press conference to announce his fight, and he still speaks highly of you, and I think, you know, a lot of people are kind of misjudge him as a person, mainly because of the character he plays, and that's his decision. He wants to play that character because he gets views and eyes, doesn't it? But I think you've got a bit of an insight into him as a person, so maybe you can shed some light on that, and if you guys are still in touch.
I've messaged him a few times, Ben. Listen, as much as people think that I'm going to be bitter he won and that, he won, he were better than me on that night, and I hope he really goes on to win everything now. I'm not going to slag him off, say he's this, that, and other. He will make me feel much more better if he goes on and wins everyone, even better Biev, who my favourite fighter is. So I'll be cheering him on from sidelines, hoping he does well.
That reminds me, there's something Dom Ingalls said to me, because, you know, the other week we was going to do the podcast. It was the 50th podcast. I was hoping to get you on it, but the timing's never worked out. But Dom said, in his opinion, obviously it's his opinion, so it's not fact, that he felt that you was kind of just happy to be in that second fight, so you wasn't really zoned in, and that's why you got caught off guard. Obviously takes the credit away from Ben's victory, but you're the only person that can answer that question.
I can't really go into the situation of why I think that fight, maybe it might not have changed anything, but I can't go into a reason why, because I don't want to do it. It's personal, but like, it's one of them things, isn't it? It happens, it's life, you move on, and this is why I'm here coming back, to prove that I've got loads left.
The reason I brought it up, because obviously I saw Ben comment on that video, and he made quite a valid point. He said, like, if he didn't fight you, people would have said he's avoided you, and if he then fought you and if he won on points, people said, oh, he's not the real deal. Because he's won in the manner he won, people then find reasons to kind of downgrade his win. So that's the reason why I was asking you, but I respect completely you don't want to go into any details, etc.
No, just he won fair and square. He caught me, cracked by him wallop. He moves on a mad promotion video. That could have been me going, show me the money, but it's not. It's Ben Whittaker. Wish him all the best.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's it, really. I think with regards to tickets, have you found the journey regarding selling tickets now? Is it different? Because obviously that Ben Whittaker fight, there was so much hype around it. Do you feel or see anything different from the fact that you're going to be way down the card this time? It's not Ben Whittaker in the corner; it's Troy Jones who's coming off. I think he's had a win since Ezra Taylor, but do you know what I mean?
I pay someone to do my tickets for me. Okay. Or it helps me out, so like ticket sales have done good. Okay. I've got I want to shout out my sponsor, if you don't mind. Turkington. What a guy. He's keeping me in full-time training and cord clubberty, keeping me out of work full-time, putting my full effort into the gym. I've paid for the best strength and conditioning coach, the best dietitian, and I don't have to go to work because of these people. So I want to say a massive thank you to them.
Shout out to them, and I know how important sponsors are for boxers, so yeah, big shout out to them guys. That's it really, Liam. I think we had a nice little catch up on everything: your hairline, your car tires, your house extension. Anything else you think we missed out on?
Don't even feel like I'm fighting, to be fair, but maybe I'll switch on more next week. That's all I've got to add to that. That were on my mind.
Please do switch on. We need you fully focused for this fight. But yeah, it's an interesting card. Is that light heavyweight or super middle your fight?
Light heavyweight.
So you're sticking to light, because I remember you said you're going to go down to super middle.
Well, they offered me the same money for Callum Simpson than this guy, so I thought, well, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
It is. Definitely. Liam Cameron, pleasure as always, mate, and hopefully we'll catch up during fight week, if not after the fight, and all the best, mate, and yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The dreams do come true. Reality sets in.